The waiter reportedly stated, "Sorry, King," after bumping into the monarch as he visited a pub in Mayfair beforehand of the royal family's ride to Sandringham in Norfolk for the Christmas holiday. King Charles laughed off an incident in a Mayfair pub while a group of workers accidentally ran into him and apologized by saying, "Sorry, King," a friend claims. His Majesty and Queen Consort Camilla had reportedly been out in London beforehand of the royal family's Christmas ride to Sandringham in Norfolk when the incident took place last month. The greatly surprised group of workers inadvertently collided with the monarch, however, and then stated, "Sorry, King," in preference to the more appropriate term, "Your Majesty." Charles ascended to the throne after the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in September. His coronation has been scheduled for Westminster Abbey on Saturday, May 6. A friend of His Majesty informed the Daily Mail. The King and Queen attended a celebration at the pub, and the person needed to convey up a huge tray of appetizers from the kitchen. He opened the door to the room with the use of his lower back, so he may want to hold each other's palms at the heavy tray. Then he ran into someone. He grew to become spherical and noticed that it changed into the King. Shocked, he stated, "Sorry, King." He changed into later informed through his boss that the King located it virtually humorous and it changed into the primary time he'd been known as King. In the future, he will have to call him Your Majesty. In the times that accompanied the incident, Charles changed into visible giggling and joking with participants of the general public outdoor Sandringham. A guy was arrested in England after shouting, "Who elected him?" King Charles III stated he changed into shaken and worried about freedom of speech. At least 3 different human beings were arrested or recommended for acts of non-violent anti-monarchy protests throughout the United Kingdom for the duration of the times of mourning for Queen Elizabeth II, as felony specialists and activists enhanced issues regarding their treatment. Simon Hill, 45, informed Insider that he commented at the same time as looking forward to an occasion proclaiming the brand new monarch in Oxford, UK, on Sunday, following the loss of. The first part of the proclamation changed into approximately the loss of life of the Queen, which Hill stated he remained silent for the duration of out of respect for the ones grieving. But while it were given to proclaim that Charles changed into now our most effective rightful Lord and King, and that we owed him allegiance, that is not something I felt we have to all pay attention to and passively be given, as though we have been nevertheless within the Middle Ages, he stated. At that point, Hill stated he knew who had elected him. Who elected him? And the head of the kingdom is being imposed without our consent. He stated safety guards attempted to eliminate him from the crowd, and cops grabbed hold of him and dragged him away, regardless of protestations from human beings around him. They handcuffed my palms at the back of my lower back, informed me I had been arrested, and compelled me into the lower back of a police van, he stated. According to Hill, the cops initially informed him the arrest fell below the Police, Crime, Sentencing, and Courts Act handed out in advance this year. However, the police have since informed newshounds that it changed to below the Public Order Act of 1986. Hill stated he was taken to a police station, where he was de-arrested and pushed home. A Thames Valley police spokesperson informed Insider. A 45-year-old guy changed into arrested in reference to a disturbance that changed into triggered for the duration of the county proclamation right of King Charles III in Oxford. He has sooner or later been de-arrested and is enticing with us voluntarily as we look into a public order offense. The guy was of the Public Order Act. I do not suppose it is approximately me. It's a larger difficulty approximately the freedom from arbitrary arrest and approximately the proper distribution electricity among human beings in our country, Hill, who describes himself as a left-wing Christian writer and activist, stated. I've been to protests before. I'm now no longer naive about the possibilities of being arrested. I'd have understood if I'd been disrupting the right or blocking off the road. However, I actually knew more than one sentence, Hill stated. Thank you for watching till the end. Please share with us your thoughts in the comments.